Raiders of the Lost Ark is possibly one of the most referenced movies of all time. To this day, it gets quoted, referenced, and parodied all over the place, and it's well beloved as a classic, and it spawned 3 sequels. So what's so great about the movie? Well, it honestly doesn't have that many original ideas, but that's sort of the whole point. The entire movie is a tribute to adventure films and serials of a bygone era. It's like a love letter to hundreds of old adventure movies. Raiders of the Lost Ark stars Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, a professor of archaeology who spends his off time raiding tombs for lost treasure. He sells the treasure to his friend Marcus Brody, who displays it in his museum. The beginning of the film has Indiana retrieving a lost idol, but it gets stolen by another archaeologist, a rival of Dr. Jones. He returns to the university where Marcus Brody tells him that German Nazis are looking for the lost Ark of the Covenant in their pursuit of occult powers to help them win the war. Indiana is tasked with finding the Ark before the Nazis, who are also working with the same rival who stole the idol in the beginning of the film. Along the way, Jones has to team up with a former girlfriend, Marion, whose father entrusted her with a piece of a staff that can help locate the Ark. The rest of the film is a whole cat-and-mouse chase with the Nazis to see who can get to the Ark first. Jones is the first to unearth the Ark, but it's not like the Nazis are going to stand in the background and applaud him. Maybe clap him on the back and buy him a New York egg cream. No, those assholes steal the Ark, tie Indy and Marion to a pole, and open the damn thing because they're stupid, which gets them all melted and exploded. Man, come to think of it, I was really, really young when I saw this movie. If you remember when I reviewed the original Star Wars trilogy, I mentioned that when I was a kid, I watched Star Wars in VHS all the time. Well, we also had this movie, and man, I remember seeing the melting, exploding Nazis back when I was a kid. Did it freak me out? No, I thought it was awesome. Man, I'm messed up. But anyway, I do love this movie, and you should too. Seriously, what's wrong with you? Raiders of the Lost Ark is awesome. Now, it's been pointed out that it has some silly moments, like when Marion is chased by a guy with a knife and she knocks him out with a saucepan. It's also chock full of cliches, scenes lifted directly from other movies, and action scenes that can best be described as unrealistic. But to this I say, so what? This movie is about escapism and pure adventure. Of course it lifts scenes from other movies. The whole thing is a tribute, remember? And yeah, there's some goofy moments, but it's not a serious film. It's a fun adventure film, and as far as fun adventure films are, it's pretty much the best. 10 out of 10, easily.